My name's Niall Kavanagh. I grew up in County Down, just South County Down, and went to college in Queen's University, Belfast. And as I was growing up, there were very few TV channels, but whenever there were major international rugby matches on, they were all shown live. At the time in the north, it was in the middle of the Troubles. The school system there was very segregated. So you had Protestants going to Protestant schools and playing rugby, Catholics going to Catholic schools and playing GAA. And it was very much not mixed. Even only a few years before that, anybody in a GAA club couldn't play any what they called foreign sports. If you were caught playing soccer or rugby, you'd be expelled from the club. So it was a political thing going on. That has moved a lot nowadays. Growing up in the northern schooling system, I was in the GAA school, so it's only GAA football and hurling, but I was very interested in watching the rugby and always enjoyed it. I was surrounded by clubs in the north that were very good clubs that produced a lot of international players, but it was very much divided down sectarian lines as to who was attending, even to watch the games. The home club games, you could watch Ulster Rugby playing, but you wouldn't be watching the local clubs as much. That has much improved these days as well. I was probably too late to take it up, as I would be playing with people who've been playing for 7, 8, 9, 10 years before that. I suppose I was fit enough, but I didn't have the techniques. I hadn't learned the basics at that stage. Don't get me wrong, I was never much good at GAA either, but at least I knew the techniques of tackles and things they got to a certain extent. Did get to the 2 quarterfinals this year for the World Cup, so that was the atmosphere was something spectacular there. The big screens, it was interesting to be able to watch and soak up the atmosphere as we were watching. Certainly the Parisians and the French in general were really, really friendly, very helpful for directions, very helpful for chat, and very good fun when we met them around the city. We were coming in as #1 in the world, but that wasn't the first time that had happened before a World Cup. But this time we were taking it much more seriously. With the calibre of the teams and the current ranking positions, that we had a good chance of getting to the quarters, but not a perfect chance, because we were in the group of death. So we were going to have to play very well against at least 2 of the top teams to actually get through the quarters. The history with Ireland and New Zealand, the All Blacks, has been pretty savage from the Irish point of view for many years, where the 100+ years of never actually beating them. And I've watched and been at many games where it was razor thin, and we were leading right to the end, to the last score, and then heartbreak at the end. So it was a great thing whenever Ireland finally did it in Chicago. It was even better when they came home and managed to do it again in Dublin to prove that it wasn't a fluke. That broke the back of that curse that we had. We knew from going to New Zealand and having a tour and beating them in the tour that we had the beating of New Zealand, but we'd lost the fear. Still respected them very much, still know that they're the team to beat, especially in knockout competitions. But we thought, we had expectations, we actually thought Ireland can do it this time. 4 points down as the clock was ticking down, and we were attacking, and it was phase after phase, and it reminded me of watching the famous run-in for the Grand Slam time in Paris again, where Johnny Sexton finally did the drop goal. But in this case, a drop goal would not have been enough. We were 4 points down, so it was a try that was needed. So I actually, right up to the last second, I thought we would do it. We were in there at the right part of the field, and it looked like we could do it. This time it didn't happen. As in all 4 of the quarterfinals, it was actually very, very tight. The bounce of a ball, one wrong decision, who knows? We nearly were there, and I think the team can take great heart in the fact that on another day with that performance, even against the same team, we would have taken them. We didn't get trounced at any stage. We didn't let ourselves down. Neither the fans nor the team let themselves down, and I think they'll be back. They'll learn from it. Sometimes it's a long gap between World Cups, but some of those players will be there and they'll have that pain from this time. If we're consistently up there at the top as a top team, we get to play the other top teams, we get to recruit players from all over the world, and the same thing will happen in the women's game. If we can get up there and keep up there and learn by playing against the best all the time, that's the way to do it.